Hey, sweetie, I've got the car all packed. Everything is ready to go. Stay on the porch. I don't want you getting wet. Are you ready? Is it time to hit the road? I know. What a funny way to say it. Hit the road. I sure hope not. I'll be nice to the road, and then it will be nice to us. And nobody will hit nobody. Nobody will hit anybody. Wait, is that how you say it? You ready, though? Did you lock the house? Okay, let's do this. Hurry, get in the car. You're going to get wet. Whoa, looks like we're going to get one of those lovely summer storms after all. Not to worry, I am an excellent driver, and I can handle myself in the rain. Plus, this is just perfect. By the time we get there, it will be all fresh. Oh, I love a good rain. It's like a new start. Are you all buckled up? Perfect. And we're off. So long, house. We'll see you soon. Can you pull up the GPS real quick? I want to make sure I know where we're going. I know we've been there before, but sometimes I get distracted and I don't want to take a wrong turn and end up out in the sticks. The sticks? Like the middle of nowhere. You know, the river Styx separates the land of the living from the dead. Ooh. You don't think that's what the expression is? It sticks like wood. As in tiny branches sticks? Wait. So, when people say they live out in the sticks, they're not referencing the river from Greek tales of old? Oh, I guess I misunderstood that expression. Oops. Well, we'll get the GPS up, or we will end up in the river Styx, after all. Can you go into the center console and grab me the bag of Cheez-Its? We gotta have road trip snacks. We'll definitely make a stop and get more, but I gotta have my emotional support Cheez-Its. Hey, you okay, honey buns? What? You're still feeling stressed about your project? We have a whole weekend away. I hope you can forget about work for a little bit. They're going to love it. You did your best, and no one else could expect anything else. Your best is enough, baby. Don't stress too much. You think you didn't do your best? Of course you did. Because I saw you working on it, and you even ran some things by me to see if the phrasing flowed well. I think it was innovative and intuitive, and honestly, you put in way more effort than a lot of other people do for projects, that's for sure. I thought it was great. You maintained a really solid theme through the whole thing. You still think you didn't do your best? Why would you say that? Because you didn't spend more time on it? Well, they only gave you the briefing a week before. You had a deadline, and they know that. I mean, they're the ones who said it. You think you could have stayed later to keep adding more to it? What are you talking about? No, you don't lean on your team too much. That's what a team is for. to work together with. You're acting like you were expected to work overtime or something to get this done. You think that would have been your best? Skipping lunch and staying late or stopping in on the weekend? But that would have cut into our date time and chore time. And we always shop for groceries together on the weekend. Hold on, I have something to say about that. Well, first of all, hold on to my Cheez-Its because I got to make this turn. Okay, you can set them right here in my lap. I'm saying you did your best. You're saying you didn't. What do you think doing your best means? If I said to you, do your best on this project, what would you think that meant? Oh, so you think doing your best means doing everything you humanly possibly can? No. No, I mean, that's not what that means at all. When people say do your best, they mean to do your best without causing any harm to yourself or others, or even without putting yourself through excessive stress. That's the important part. Actually, the phrase is meant to encourage you to look after yourself more, not less. Well, I know that because it's implied. Why don't they just say do an okay job? That's not the phrase. Do you remember when there was a sign at that conference that said not to move the chairs by the door? And I turned one of the chairs around to sit in it, and we had a bit of an argument because you thought the sign meant not to move the chairs at all, not even 1 inch. And yes, the sign did say not to move the chairs, but the context of the sign meant don't move the chairs away from the doors to the other parts of the room. Yeah, this is kind of like that. When people say do your best, they don't mean literally. And I understand where you're coming from. Your best could mean pushing the limits of your capabilities, but with that phrase specifically, it means doing everything you can do while still caring for yourself. Maybe best isn't the best word to use, but that's just the common phrase. When I say you did your best on the project, I mean you did your best considering the work hours and resources you were given. You did your best while still having time for a movie night with me. You did your best while still allowing time to get lunch. Does that make more sense? That's how I mean it. I think we've both been using do your best differently. Is that why whenever I say you did your best, you always tell me you didn't? Even if it's something small? I thought you were just being a little sassy, but you really meant that. Huh. Well, baby, you did the best you could do, while also taking good care of yourself and good care of me all week. And that is enough. Well, if you thought doing your best meant doing everything you possibly were capable of, you must have thought other people aren't capable of very much. If people said they did their best, you were probably thinking, that's your best? That's the that's the outer reach of your ability. If it meant what you thought it meant, I think people would say something like, instead of saying just do your best, they'd say just push the absolute boundaries of your physical and mental capabilities, no matter what the cost. I am so sorry you thought people were saying that to you. That sounds really stressful. Honey buns. You did your best. I thought it was great. And the project is done. So all you have to think about now is the beautiful hike we're going to take to that stunning little lake in the mountains. Well, it's not supposed to rain tomorrow. The weather will be nice and mellow. And you know what? It's a bit of a long hike, but we'll do our best. And we'll stay safe and have some snacks and just enjoy spending time together. Now I'm really thinking about this. If we were to do our best the way that you meant it, how far would we take it? Say if I wanted to bake cookies and I said I was going to do my best, would I take a baking class beforehand? Because my best version of baking cookies would be whatever I could be trained to do by a professional, right? I could have a pastry chef teach me. Do pastry chefs make cookies? Wait, are cookies pastries? No, they're baked goods. So it's different. Well, this is exactly what I mean. How could I do my absolute best at baking cookies without even knowing what the definition of a cookie is? You know they make cookies for horses. I've tried them. They're actually pretty good. The ones I had, anyways. Hey, baby. I love you. And this weekend is going to be amazing. And you're amazing. And do you want to pick the music playlist for this drive? Otherwise, I'm going to start singing. And we both know I am not going to try my best. Oh, you could put on whatever you want. Dealer's choice. And we'll be there before you know it.